But Tanya, one of the most remarkable things about your reply just then is that you were a member of that government. How were you kept in the dark? You're saying we need to know how these decisions were made. Well, you were in the government. Why were they keeping you out of all this decision making?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. I'll give you one specific example. My community of Orchard Hills is a semi-rural residential, so properties, 5 acre, 1 acre lots, okay. They were a part of the lockdown LGAs of concern, where they were actually locked down. They could not leave their community except if they were essential workers. These are people that live on acreage, okay. Their COVID numbers were around the 2025 numbers of COVID. The very next suburb in a different electorate was a residential suburb. So we're talking about houses that were on 500, 600 square metre block, more dense housing. Their COVID numbers were 3 times higher, yet they were not locked down. I asked specifically the question, why was my community locked down when the neighbouring community had more cases and was more highly dense, not locked down, and I was not given any rational response? So I asked and I tried, but even I was locked out. So still to this day, there are so many decisions that were made that just did not make sense. And we need to understand why those decisions were made. We need complete transparency and accountability for the decisions that were made during that period of time.
I couldn't agree more. And the fact that you were kept in the dark, even in relation to your own constituents, seems to be some sort of travesty of democracy, in my opinion. Now, I'd just like to get your quick opinion on the Aston by-election in Victoria on the weekend. It seems to be awfully bad news for the coalition, but what's your take on it? It's a very complex set of circumstances down there. Do you think that it's all bad news for the coalition at the moment?
Well, if I can perhaps answer that by sharing with you what someone told me when I was just in the party, I wasn't a member of parliament, because I am personally I have strong values, I'm someone of faith, and I asked them this question. I said, does someone like me who follows a faith and who tries to implement those principles and values in what I do and how I live my life, am I going to be at a disadvantage by actually putting my hand up for politics? And this person, who I won't reveal their name, but this person said to the contrary. He said the voters are looking for people that know what they believe in and will stand up and fight for what they believe in. What's worse for voters is when there is a person who wants to represent them and they literally try and put both feet on either side of the fence, try and please everybody and try and be all things to all people. That leaves the voters with a great sense of uncertainty. They just really don't know what they're going to get. And so I've been very, very honest with my community and telling them exactly who I am, what I believe, and on things where there's been national debate and national legislation change in certain areas, let's say same-sex marriage, I was very upfront with my community, and I had a number of discussions with people who voted for that change of legislation. And at the end of the day, I said, look, we agree to disagree on this issue, but I want to tell you that if I am your member of parliament, you can come to me. Even though I know we disagree on this issue, my role is to serve you, to serve everybody in my community, even if we disagree on things. And I think fundamentally that's what people, they want to have. They want to know what they're getting if they vote for you, but they also want to know that even if they disagree with you on certain issues, that you are still going to be there helping and supporting and serving them with the needs that they have.